Hi, sweet Nikki J. What? Hi. We're gonna ask guides and angels questions. Hi, Janine. Hi. How's it going? So glad you're here. Hi. All right. Let's take a look. Who's ready for, let's see, this is sort of a first time I'm doing this live, so I'm kind of going to experiment as we go. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and see. I'm just trying to think how to start. Does somebody want to come in and ask a question? Anybody want to start? Julie, should I start with you? Do you want to ask a quick question? And then I'm going to answer a question for you. Oh, hi. Okay, cool. That's fun. How should we start? I'm feeling a little bit like when I do a personal read, I just sort of jump in. So let's go ahead and start. Julie, I'm going to start with you since you it was kind of your idea. So Julie, you get to go first, okay? And then Janine. And anybody else, if somebody wants to jump in and ask a question, go ahead. Okay, good. My guy reached out after 3 weeks. Should I make him wait for a response? Okay, cool. Let's go. I'm going to go with Janine's first right here, and then I'm going to go to Julie. Sorry if it's out of turn. I'm just jumping in. That one's really clear right here. My guy just reached out after 3 weeks. Should I make him wait for a response? Okay. Calling in Janine's highest guides and angels to be with us in this read so that we may guide her to her highest best destiny in love and life and clarity of action towards union with her divine mate. All right, let's take a look. Thanks, Julie. All right, Janine. Her guy reached out, and what is her best course of action? My guy reached out after 3 weeks. Should I make him wait for a response? Ooh, we get the sun. Look at that, the sun card, and I like the way it really hits the light. Wow. Okay, great. Look at that sun, Janine. That is amazing. Oh, look at this. This is a good sign that he reached out to you after 3 weeks. It's funny how I get the Three of Wands too, telling me 3. So let's see if we can get clarity on what is the highest best action for Janine to do at this time in relation to this question, Spirit. Ooh, wow, Janine, this is a crazy. All right, look at this. He is now finally ready to commit. We're going to get an answer to your question in a second, but look at these cards that are coming out. We get the sun revealing that this is a breakthrough period. So he's probably broken through some sort of a mental restrictive opinion about relationships or about love. And okay, well, look at this. I think that you held your ground over this fight or over this conflict, and then I think he's seeing that you're right because we've had a breakthrough. So there might have been like a stubborn sort of a standoff, and now it looks like he's ready for commitment. So whatever you were fighting about, it looks like he's turning around and supporting you and giving you the commitment that you really want. And then look at this, I get an apology. I get a sorry for having turned on you guys. All right, so let's see whether you should respond. So I don't know if I should make him wait or stop the games. Okay, let's see. What is her highest best action? It seems like really you can just not worry about it. Like it looks like it's all happening here. Looks like he's made the change that he needed to make. He needed to sort of really step up and realize what this relationship was really about. And it was he couldn't really fully see, he couldn't really fully feel the soul connection that you guys have, and the fact that you made him happy on a day-to-day level. Pulling away from you just made him very unhappy, made his life very empty. There's that sad card again coming at the end, turning towards you, I think, with an apology. So what is her best action? We're trying to get your best action here. So he has changed. We get the Death card. He is no longer afraid of commitment. He's ended his fears of commitment. So I think what the cards are telling you, Janine, is that you can do anything you want. You can totally stop playing the games. He's ready. Look at that. Death to the. This is fear of commitment, right? This is quitting the negative thinking that puts you guys in a separation. And this is him transforming that fear. Really, a lot of times the fights that you have in these dynamics are often when the guy's about to knows he has to make a very committed next move. So they sometimes create fights to sort of sabotage the situation a little bit, so they have an excuse to kind of, I don't want to say walk away and create a separation and leave you, but to create space so that they can really reevaluate. Oh, okay, good. Yes, yes, yes. You can respond to him. I say you don't have to play games with him anymore. It seems to me that he is ready for the commitment. Great. Yes, we are doing live readings. Hi, Souk de la Soul. We are today. I'm doing this. I'm going to step up and do these live readings now more often just because it's fun and I like interacting with people. So this is great. Okay, so I say with Janine, let's pull a couple more cards for Janine on what is her highest best action. Yes, look at that. Respond. Hi. So Janine, this is the message. That is the Eight of Wands, which means communication, energy. I would go ahead and respond to him. Yes. Yes. Look at this. Ace of Cups. It's true love, Janine. That's great. Okay, good. You're welcome, Janine. That was fun. All right, now we're going to do, and look at this card on the bottom of your deck, Janine. I think you're about to be in a pretty solid situation here very soon. Let's do quickly timeline for Janine. Ooh, it's going forward right now. Major Arcana, things are moving forward very strong. All right, Janine, thanks for your question. Thanks for showing up. All right, Julie, you're next. Don't worry, everybody that shows up, I'll pull cards for you. So just hang in there. I'll get to you. We have Julie next. Julie's question, if I recall. Julie, are you there? You want to rephrase it? It was about whether you should, when will Calvin contact you? When will, okay, great. All right, Julie. Doing Julie now. Calling in Julie's highest. This is fun. I like doing this. This was actually Julie's idea, by the way. All right. Calling in Julie's highest guides and angels to be with us in this read. I like to do a little bit of a saging here just to kind of create some energy clearing between the two reads. All right, Julie. That way we're not giving Julie Janine's read. Okay. All right. Calling in Julie's highest guides and angels to be with us in this read so that she may be guided to her highest best destiny in love and life. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for being with us in this read. So Julie's question is, when will her divine mate reach out to her? When will she see movement in the third dimensional plane from her divine mate? That things are okay. Holding back. Four of Pentacles, Temperance, Ace of Cups. Okay. We're going to do a timeline on this because right now it's not telling me timeline, but what we're getting, he's holding back. We're going to get a clarity on that. You're going to know that, wait a little bit more. This is true love, so give it a little bit more time. He is going to get back to you. So in other words, right now, currently, we're going to do another layer on this and get another layer on the answer, but he is in the process of realizing that as he holds back from you, as he's not contacting you, and as he's not taking things forward, that time that it's almost like a pressure. It's like a pressure building because it's true love. It's going to end up getting back to you. So in other words, he's holding back. This Temperance card always means coming back into balance, releasing sort of negative frequency ideas or thoughts, sort of tempering the energy. Sometimes when the Temperance card comes up in relationships, it's sort of a period of time where things need to just sort of smooth and cool down and calm down between the two of you, and then he feels the love again, and then that love feeling, it starts bubbling back up because this is the reigniting love. So the love will always bubble back, and so there he is getting back to you, giving you what you want. We'll do another layer on that. So timeline for that, Spirit. When will this start to open up for Julie and her divine mate in the third dimensional plane? Reality, Spirit, thank you. When will this open up for her? High Priestess. As soon as I hit a major arcana, it's usually the sort of the time frame, but ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Star card, Julie, this is great. This is great. Oh, look at that. Okay, Julie, you ready? Okay, good question. All right. Hi, CJ. All right, so look at that, Julie. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Okay, so basically this is a spiritual connection and he's feeling it and he knows it. This isn't going anywhere. You're going to know that this situation is shifting between the two of you, and this is soon. This might even be this week. It could even be as soon as this week that you see a shift here. And then you're going to know there's a lot of hope because he's coming back. There's passion here. So you may have had, I know, isn't this great, Julie? You may have had an issues about, like, if this card is over here, this is the man sort of lusting or sort of in a chasing energy, to leaving the relationship sort of energy towards others. But if I get it at the end here, it's coming towards you. If I get it here, it's lust. If I get it here, it's passion. Because this is towards, I put the person that I'm reading for in the center of the read. So this looks like he's waking up to the spiritual connection he doesn't want. If I put this here, right, he's looking for a material, lustful experience. If I put it here, he's got passion. I know. Isn't that great? So, and he doesn't want that. He wants the spiritual connection. He wants the passion. There is hope here. You are fated. This is not, relationship is stable, even if there's separation. See, look at that. This card is coming in, passion towards you, Julie. Isn't that exciting? Any other questions about it? But I'm going to do your timeline still. Let's get a timeline for you. My hair looks a little messy. Any other questions, Julie, while I find your timeline here? Let's find timeline for Julie, Spirit. Timeline for Julie. Ooh, King of Cups, Heart Space, 10 of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. We're trying to get timeline here. Okay, we'll just get timeline in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could be a week. Then we get the Tower, which means that it's going to surprise you and come out of the blue. Now, Tower card doesn't always mean something bad. I've done these reads long enough to know that Tower really simply means a surprise, out of the blue, a shift, a change. If we're very attached to something, it could be hard. So let's try timeline for Julie. All right. 1, 2. Let's try again. New start, new fresh start here, Julie. Hello, Rando Cantrell. Thanks for joining. Hello. All right, let's try Julie timeline. 1, you're winning. You're winning the standoff, by the way, which means that you're holding a value, you're holding a standard, and we got communication coming in. So let's try timeline here. I'm trying timeline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try again. I would say, Julie, maybe a week and a half or so we're looking at timeline for Julie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be as soon as the end of the week. You're getting your Emperor. And by the way, he's not in any other relationship. There is no other third party situation here. I keep getting this in your read here. Because he is not interested in anybody else. This is a ending no other relationship. So timeline, Julie, I'm going to pull an angel card really quick to see if we get a timeline on that too, to sort of confirm your timeline. Ooh, look at the first card out within the next few weeks. That's pretty fun. All right, Julie, does that answer your question for now? Looks like we're, ooh, look at that, near future, Julie. Both cards coming out. Both, this is a 44 card deck. There's only two timelines. I mean, those cards, there's no 2 of those cards. Okay, good. All right, thanks, Julie. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you hang out. All right, anybody else? Now, who was next? Can somebody remind me who was next for a question? I forget the name of the other. Can I scroll down? Sweet Nikki J. My question is, will my custody case next month rule in my favor? Love you. Thank you so much, babe. Yes, Love you too. Be very happy to answer that question. Okay, let's go for it. My question is, will my custody case next month rule in my favor? Okay, let's take a look. Calling in sweet Nikki J's highest guides and angels to be with us in this read so that we may guide her to her highest best destiny in love and life and give her clarity of answers to questions that may put her in unity with her children for the highest good of all. Thank you, Spirit. All right, my question is, will my custody case? So let's see how her custody case is ruling next month for sweet Nikki J. All right, what do we see for her in her custody? Could be good. Looks okay. So the first card is towering, the sadness. So obviously something very, very upsetting has been going on. That has been, in other words, there was some sort of a crisis that occurred that really was very upsetting for you. I would say let's take a look at that together. I'm going to pull clarity on that one soon. Clarify the Hermit card with the 6-5 of Swords. Next month. Okay, custody. Are you still there, sweet Nikki J? I just want to make sure you're there. She's still there? Hello? I want to make sure she's here so I can interact with her in this question. I don't. Oh, she's there. I've been in Hermit. Oh, that's so interesting. There you are. Sorry, I didn't see your questions. I saw the Hermit mode. The Hermit card came out, and then the pulling away. Okay, so in other words, the trauma of this situation and this experience threw you into Hermit mode so that you could pull away and distance yourself, almost like as I want to say an escape, but it's not that it's a bad thing. But let's take a look and see what the cards want to say about that. That's interesting you say that. Okay, good. All right, let's take another look. Oh my gosh, Tower again. Wow, you're going through something pretty strong here. What would the cards like to say about that? Well, justice. Look at that. Law, justice. So let's take a look. How will it favor for Nikki J? How will it favor? Strong. Good. Here are the cards that came up this time. So we get Tower, Water Sign Masculine, Justice, Strength. So oh yeah. Is Water Sign Masculine? Is that somebody that comes to mind? Who's the Water Sign? Is your twin flame the guy you're divorcing from? Or is this a separate man, a different guy? But this is divorce, and then this is strength, and this is Tower. So let's take a look at how this is leaning for her. Pisces X. Got it. Okay, boom. There you go. Pisces, Water Sign X. Boom. Tower. Yes. Divorce. Strength. So you're in a strong position from that. In other words, it was better for you to do that. You're now more strong. And now let's see what the custody battle will come. How will it fall in her favor? You're gonna know that there's that this opportunity. Good cards. Ooh, I like it. So you have a twin flame, don't you? Looks like they're coming back into the... And he's gay. Okay. Oh, right. Nikki, I remember you. Okay, now I got it. Okay, great. Okay. Yes. This is a focus on your divorce with the ex and your custody. It looks good. Look at this. Okay, so what's going to happen here is there's a financial situation revolving around this custody, I would say. But yeah, so what's happening is that something is going to occur that financially really empowers you, that gives you a lot of hope in this situation. So in other words, your concern about your finances is going to be something that shifts right here that does enable you to take your custody. So something really good is going to happen to you financially that empowers you and gives you a lot of hope around this custody hearing. That's fantastic news. Yes, this has been a very stressful situation for you. But then I get this other man coming in. We have another man coming in that, let's find out what this other man is going to be supportive or not of her situation. Ten of Swords. You thought was over. Another guy maybe you thought was over with. Let's take a look. Is going to make an effort towards you, okay? So this looks like your divine mate coming in too, okay? So I don't know where things are with you and your divine mate. Yeah, ha, 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 yeah. Okay, so look at that. Look at this. So the negative energy or thinkings that were involved in creating a separation, actually this could also indicate separation, is making an effort towards putting you back into union together. So that looks great. Let me pull another card on that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, look at this. He's been going through a lot. So yeah. So I think what he's been doing is he's been going through a lot of stress, possibly around another relationship that he's ending, but also just about, sometimes I'm telling you, some of these guys, right before they're ready to commit, they kind of go running because it kind of freaks them out. They get very stressed out about it. Let's pull a couple more cards on the situation for Nikki. You're going to know, Two of Wands, boom, Two of Wands, you're going to know that, let's have a look. You're going to know that he's your husband. This is beautiful. This is fantastic. Wow, Nikki. This is great. Look at this. Look at this. So this is you're going to know. This is definitely your divine mate. Okay, great. And that you're going to be in peace where there was pain. That pain that you have been experiencing with him is going to be now restored to peace. And it's basically over, the pain between him. I think you're going to step up here with this guy to the point where you're not sort of rejecting each other anymore, and things are going to sort of move forward towards, yes, look at that, the world. Beautiful. All right, Nikki, thanks for joining in. Did I answer your questions? Do you have anything else you want to ask? Yes, it's very hard. Very hard. Just remember to continue to release, detach with love. Try Ho'oponopono. You can do these wonderful tapping exercises where we release the attachment and our fear attachment to another person. We can always go, I now lovingly accept and release control or any desires for me to control the situation. I ask the divine to help me release. There's lots of tapping exercises to help you let go and just let the universe flow this relationship in its harmonious way. Okay? Yay. Good job, Nikki. Cool. Alrighty. So, are we good, Nikki? Talk to you next week then. Thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in, Nikki. Hope you stick around here for the rest of the reads. I'll probably be going here for an hour or so, depending on how many people show up. Is there anyone else now ready with a question? Unless Nikki has anything else. Yay, Nikki. Thanks, Nikki. Anyone else? You're welcome, Nikki. Thanks for showing up, tuning in. Does anybody else have a question here? Anybody else ready? Did I get everybody? Did we answer everybody's questions? Well, sure. Let's see, what time is it? Does anyone else want to go? Yeah, anybody else have a question? This is the first time live I'm doing this, so a lot of people don't know I'm here, so it's okay if it's just a short session today. Oh, great. Unbeaten Pathway. What's your name again? I forget. I know you told me, and I'm sorry. Go ahead, Unbeaten Pathway. I'd be happy to answer a question. Okay, Julie just suggested I do one for everyone's sign. Okay, but I'm going to answer a question for the Unbeaten Pathway. Go ahead. Calling in Unbeaten Pathway's highest guides and angels to be with us in this moment so that we may guide him to his highest best destiny in love and life. Clarity of guidance, clarity of action for him, please, Spirit. Should I just pull cards for you, Unbeaten Pathway? Let's just do that. Sometimes I do this is... Oh. Okay, good question. Let's take a look at Unbeaten Pathways, business and finances. Okay, great. Calling in his guides and angels. Ooh, wow, look at this. Oh, wow, these cards are popping out really fast. Wow, this is good news, by the way. And if you're a twin flame, you might be a twin flame. I don't know if you have a romantic experience that's gone into separation that was very deep and intense. But these are some very strong financial cards coming out here. Look at that. These burst. Look at that. I'm going to do a timeline. When will I begin making money from my business? I would say very soon. I would say as close to this week. You're going to know something a big financial new beginning is coming in. Look at that Ace of Pentacles. That's a very strong start. You're going to become very aware that this is really good finances, this idea. But I do think it involves a twin flame, because this twin flame card came out. And this is the world, like it's really going to benefit the world. It's really good for the world. I think you're really in alignment and really in track with this business. It's a really good thing that you're doing. It's for the greater good. Is it for the greater good? Because it looks like it. Let's see what else we can tell Sean around this. Let's take a look. Around his business. This looks like a good week for you. What can we tell Sean about his business, Spirit? What can we tell him more about this week for him? Ooh. High Priestess, Two of Wands. Ooh, wow, you're really getting a lot. This is good. You got a very new, strong beginning. Very good. Do you have a twin flame? Are you in a relationship? Are you experiencing a very challenging relationship with someone? Because if you are, they've either turned away from you, but they're now becoming very aware of the spiritual connection here, and it looks like they're coming back for you. They're very aware of that they've turned away from a spiritual connection. So if you have any questions around your romance, the cards are wanting to talk about it, but you are winning. You're winning. Hang in there. You know, it does sometimes feel like things to materialize. Oh, okay, good. Spiritual connection here. So if there was sort of a distance or separation from your wife, was there a separation? Have you been in separate situation, another situation involved? If so, there's a lot of hope around it. Yes, your finances look very hopeful. Look at this. You're going to know that this project that you're doing has a lot of hope around it, but also is servicing the greater whole. And if there was a third party situation in your romantic situation, it was part of the spiritual growth that was needed between you guys. But it does look like there has been this growth involved around. Okay. So I think that you've healed something spiritually. There needed to be some sort of spiritual healing in your relationship for it to sort of take this new fresh start. But it looks like it is the reigniting relationship. So it's the relationship, and by the way, you're winning. I think you might be the one in the relationship that holds sort of the feminine energy, the more intuitive, psychic energy. So you might have been the slightly more needy one. It tends to be. Okay, hi Jules. You're next. I'll do you next. So Sean, I think you're really doing great. Your cards were wonderful, really strong, really good finances. Just let go of the burden around your thoughts around this relationship, because it's going better than you think. Just stay out of any sort of thoughts where if they didn't behave loving to you, or they didn't act the right way to you in a way that you really believed was loving relationship, just stay out of your headspace around it as much as possible, because things look really good for you coming back together. All right, Sean, is that good? Does that help? Is that good? Thank you. Nice to see you and talk to you here. And I'll be coming back again. I'm going to do these more often, so everybody tune in for these. All right, thanks. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, Jules, are you next? Jules is who's next? Do you see me getting into a relationship? Aha. All right. Now we're doing Jules. Highest guide calling in Jules, highest guides and angels to be with us in this read, so that we may guide her to her highest best destiny in love and life, so that she may be guided with clarity of action and clarity clarity around love in her in her divine union with her divine mate. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's take a look. All right, Jules. Will Jules be getting into a relationship is her question. Will Jules be getting into a relationship? And I think she said, okay, let's take a look. 1, Knight of Pentacles, progress. One, 2, 3, let's try again. Will Jules be getting into a relationship? Nine of Pentacles. Let's take a look here. The answer is yes. There is a yes here, but there's an interesting thing happening, which we're going to get to the bottom of. We're get clarity around it. There's something interesting happening because we've got the Knight of Pentacles, so things are moving along, but maybe slower than you think. There is someone you know that you want. Is that true? That you already sort of know someone that you kind of want? And then we get pain around this person, and now we get the Three of Wands on it. So that would mean there is future, there is hope in the situation. But let me just see. So there's an energy, there's like an energy situation around it where you've done a lot of work, you have done the work, you're at peace with the having maybe possibly felt rejected, but we're going to get to the bottom of this. Let's get clarity, more clarity around this period. For Jules, will she get into a relationship? Let's try a yes or a no card first. You know what? The answer is yes. And what's interesting about this is there is somebody, but it's wait, let's double check. Is she going to get into a relationship with anybody for Jules? For Jules, is there a relationship coming in for Jules? There's that Page of Pentacles. Relationship for Jules, Spirit. Yes. Okay. It's an interesting situation, though. It's definitely a situation where a person that is your divine mate, there's some energy blocks around it because in your heart of hearts, I think the person that's for you is in your heart space is very much either a player or somebody who wasn't committing, or someone who just their energy really pulled away. It's almost like this person takes a lot of strength. This person is taking a lot of strength. There's a major shift that has to happen in regards to this person, which is to not find it, to not take it personally. And it's really letting go, because this relationship is trying to come together in a very fluid, flowing, free energy. This is the sort of thing I would have to do a chart read on, but let's try again. Is she going to get into this relationship with somebody? You're going to know. I think you know him. I think it's somebody already in your heart space. And this person is waking up. Yes, the world on them. And there's a little bit more time. They are afraid of commitment. There's that Eight of Swords. There is somebody. It's almost like you're already in a relationship with somebody. Are you still there, Jules? Do you want to? Can you ask? Hi, Jules. Are you still there? Is Jules still there? Is she there, Jules? I think she left. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Is there somebody you're already sort of in a love dance with that you've really had to really release and let go and move on from? Okay, good. Oh, maybe that's the old yes. Because, okay, good. Okay. It's somebody you wanted. This is twice. I'm getting it twice on him. This is a spiritual connection that you did have passion for. You had, this is somebody you know because it's hitting in your head section. a spiritual connection. This is your twin flame. There is going to be a reunion. You just needed to become more empowered in your power around this relationship. That's what all the cards that I've been pulling out on you are very interesting, because it almost feels like, there was somebody in your heart and it didn't really work out. Oh, okay. Thanks, Julie's texting me that it takes a 15-minute or 15. There's a delay in my getting the message. Okay, good. Is this somebody that's still in your heart? What are your feelings for that person that you're not together with anymore? Because it's looking like you still sort of want them. Because if you do, that might be the block. Because you want them, but then you don't think you can have them. But there's some sort of a power struggle with this person. Oh, okay. He's your person. You're already with somebody. Look at that. Interesting. He is going through something. He's learning to be more in his power. He's not quite ready for the commitment. Sometimes to become relationship material, there takes a lot of maturity to get there. And it feels like the energetic shift that Jules needs to take. Let's take a look at the energetic shift. Okay, so Jules, basically, if there was a third-party situation, there somehow, or pain around this union, you feel unattractive, or that you're not attractive enough, and that for your divine love, this is your divine love. I say you're in a relationship. I think what's happening is that you want to develop. In other words, you've got a dynamic right now that's active. Okay, got it. Third party. I care about he's trying that with someone else. I told him no to. Okay, there we go. Third party situation. Okay, so what's happening is you're going through one of those dynamics where the guy is going to learn the spiritual versus the material. So let's take a look for Jules. Let's take a look. Strength. So what you want to do, Jules, is be very strong in the situation. There you go. I see. Yeah. See, you are being strong and turning away from him because you think he's attracted to somebody else, and it's making you very unhappy, and it's making you sad. Or it's a sad situation. You're being triggered. So basically, you're materializing third-party energy. So yes, right. So what you want to do, this is very interesting, Jules. What you want to do is stay out of the awareness of the other person. So in other words, what you have to do is stay very focused on yourself, how amazing you are, how attractive you are. You never want to think of him other than in the reality plane, other than in your spiritual plane. So in other words, you want to maintain high vibrational thoughts around your connection, your relationship, what it means to you, and stay detached about the other person. And when he reaches out to you, you can be friendly, but the main thing is that you're mitigating a pain. So the third party situation shows up so that you heal a deep unresolved pain within you that is playing out, that has you believing that something can threaten love. But so the journey of love is having total faith and belief that love is the most solid thing in the world and nothing can shake it. So what you're having to do is ground that without putting any mental attention or focus on the third dimensional experience, because it's really an illusion. Love is the only thing that's going to win. Okay? So you're going through sort of like an energy shift where you've got to, okay, that's fine. The person, okay, you see, that's what's going on in your dynamic. In the sense that you've got the solid sort of experience with someone else. So let's take a look. Let's help her with that. How can we help Jules with that question? Yeah, I see. I get the Strength card on you. The Strength card. He's a runner. So this situation, he is going to quit running, and then we get the Sun card, breaking free here, breaking free. So it doesn't really matter. What you want to do is not think about who the person is. This is going to be the best thing for you in love right now. Not focus on who the person is and that they went to a third party. Focus on the fact that you want to love yourself more and see yourself as attractive and see yourself as someone who can really commit to you, and know that you've got a man coming in as soon as you really ground in your center of who you are, and then you'll really sort of attract your guy by not having a negative story in your psyche around what's happening, if that makes any sense. So in other words, this guy may be your guy. I know you don't want him. I know that. But it may be your guy when you shift your energy. So what you want to do is shift your energy where you're not a victim in love, where you're the one who's chosen, where you're really grounded in your sense of self-love. And then you say, okay, Spirit, show me who the guy is, because you want to keep yourself really open-minded, because it's really more about your energy than it is about the guy. Does that make sense? And then once you take that real shift where you're not a victim to a man running and doing other things and going to other people, where you're really grounded in your own center, let's see what man shows up. But there is a man showing up for you. So the answer is yes. Whether it's that guy or not, we can let go. We can let go of who it is. But just know that you're a victim in the dynamic where you're a woman that's not quite good enough, and that isn't, or that doesn't, that somehow isn't worthy of being chosen. Once you go into that energy field, no, I am the one that is chosen by the one I love, by the one that loves me. I am the chosen one by the one that loves me and the one I choose. So just stay in a sort of mental vibration of aligning with a man that chooses you, that loves you, that I'm loving, I'm lovable, I'm worthy, all that stuff. Do all that work, and then let's see, how you do in your energies, and see what shifts in your dynamics with all men. Okay, so I did a little bit of little bit of a read on the third party energy. So I posted it on in my Instagram feed, so you can read a little bit about that, because you might want to go in and do a little healing in on this. Okay, yeah. Well, if you want, we can go into deeper. Yeah, that's a big part of it. That's a huge part of why we have walls up. That's keeping love away, because you don't want to be hurt. You're anticipating hurt. So see if you can bring those walls down so you can let love in. That's a beautiful meditation, by the way. I can do a meditation about that for all of us, because that's something we can all work on, right? So great, Jules. I hope that was helpful for you. Thanks for asking the question. And I hope that helped. I hope that brought some clarity for you. All right, CJ, do you want a general read for this week coming up? Okay, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Let's do a read now for everybody here that's on. Is that good, Jules? Did you have any other questions? Did you want me to? Okay, you're welcome. Thank you, Jules. Thank you for tuning in. All right, CJ wants a read for the general here. Okay, let's do that. Let's put a message for the general. Let's see what we can hear. What is the highest guidance of clarity of action towards the collective, towards the group here today? What would be the most highest advice for everyone to know, and highest message of alignment, guidance, aligning energy? Thank you, Spirit. Guidance, aligning, guidance. Thank you. Okay, let's see what comes up. 5 of Cups, Fool. So, okay, if in general this week people feel like there's things that aren't happening, or turning away from something, or disappointment, or something that feels like is never going to happen, right? It's deceptive. We're going to shift out of low mentality thinking, which traps us. So in other words, the Temperance card, usually, even though the Temperance card didn't come up now, it probably will. So in other words, when things don't materialize as we expect, and we're disappointed, and they're not coming in the time frame that we want, what we need to do is have faith that we can't see it. It's deceptive, because I got the deception card. So in other words, it's coming. It's okay. it's just hard to, we are going through a really big shift in the world. So we're experiencing, we're planing, we're coming into a new reality. We're recreating the world. So we're changing the world, and a lot of these shifts and changes have already initiated in that Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. So we're just starting to see the little buds, the little seeds sprouting. And so in that time is when we need the patience and to know and hold the knowledge of victory, because that's when we tend to give up, because our negative thinking kicks in. So we want to stay out of negative thinking. In the meantime, there's the Temperance card. I knew it was going to come up. So for this week, temperance and patience, which means you stay in positive anticipation of abundance coming. We don't process the disappointment or the time that's needed with a disappointed mind. In other words, we want to process the time needed as incubation, as things getting watered, as the seeds are watered, as things are sort of, there's a resting period before the materialization, where the new changes are starting to show that we've been working on, and in the wait period is just the time where the universe is coming in and doing the magic. Okay? Oh my gosh, look at that coming out again. So let's see what will materialize for the collective this week. I hope that message was clear. Yeah, well, there it is again. There's the same. You see, this is coming up again. Okay, so it also in romance, by the way, if there's a separation in romance, it's easy to get negative and depressed in the wait, but things are coming. Things are unifying. So this week, how will the week play out? How will this week play out? Wow, great. So basically we're going to see, this is the law of attraction. This is attracting abundance, right? She basically doesn't do anything. When I pull this card on what should I do, it's like do nothing. Just sit there and draw in abundance, right? Watch your negative thinking that creates pain, or a situation that was painful is that you've had to turn away from, or that we've all had to turn away from. Out of disappointment, there's going to be restored hope. So this is a week where hope is going to be restored around things we've been waiting for, around situations that have been separated, around projects and sort of endeavors that we've initiated and we've started, and it just seems like it's not happening, or that the growth is slow. There's going to be a lot of hope restored in faith in this situation. So let's try a couple more messages for the collective here. One more message. Three of Pentacles. Temperance. There's that Temperance card again, and there's that. Wow, interesting. Things are going to go forward in a very balanced emotion. It's like things are moving forward, not in some sort of big. It's like we always expect change to be this big thing that happens, but these little things that are occurring, like that when the plants grow, it's just a little, couple little leaves there. So it's like we want to have temperance, we want to have patience with this, but it's happening. These are our missions, our co-creative missions. They're building. And then we are going away from the emptiness of the past, and we're going to become more in union, in harmonious union with either people that we are separated in relationships from, or in projects, or people that we've been working with. So there's like a so this week looks like a progressive week as far as individual plans, like personal projects or relationships that seem separate, that have been separated, or that seem as though they aren't coming, or that they're taking too long to occur. We're going to see positive movement forward. We're going to see things sprouting. We're going to see hope in the situation. Now I do get the Tower card, and you know what? The sadness around, or the disappointment around a situation is going to be gone. Towering to the sadness, whether it's about your relationship, whether your project, things are going to move forward. We're all going to sort of realize that that we've been in more belief in lack than we have in an abundance. And we're going to see that this week, the shifting of our dreams towards an abundant forward motion trajectory. It's good, huh? We're going to be inspired, and we're going to figure out that there's hope around these situations. So, peace, inspired, and we're figuring out ways through, inspirational ways through things, making things go forward at peace. Now, the Emperor could be a man relationship, but somehow things that have felt stagnant, and this is in my read for the month as well. This week we're going to see positive growth in areas that we've instigated that have felt a little bit stuck. They're no longer stuck. We're going to see the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see if the Knight of Pentacles comes out. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. Card for the week. Is this read making sense? Page of Pentacles, where something was disappointing. Wow, fantastic. Okay. So what is that? Let's see. What's that? See? Opportunity, financial opportunity coming in an area that we were disappointed or we thought there was no hope. Finding out that we are attracting abundance and that we are ending, there's justice around something we had to pull away from, because that's coming up over and over, and it might be something that we've pulled away from in the past that we are now and it's now coming back. In other words, something that initiated, could be a relationship, could be a project, could be a mission, could be a job, but something we had to pull away from is now coming back. It's almost that releasing and letting go, enabling it to come back. So we're going to see hope, and the ending of a sadness around it. Ooh. We're attracting it back by releasing our disappointments around it. So in other words, we may have been blocking this because we've had repeat negative thinking and disappointment around it. And then as the temperance comes in and it calms our focus on it, it calms our disappointment around it, and then it can slowly come in. It sort of is going to start seeding up, and because it's your fate, your true fate, you can't block totally your true fate. It will come through at some point. Does anybody have any questions around that? Does that make sense? Hello? Anyone there? Yes. Nice. Look at this, guys. This is a good week where we feel more in our power and at peace around things that haven't felt like they were moving forward. At peace around things that have been disappointing. We're feeling more in our power and we're coming more into union. Things look good, guys. It's just maybe we have expectations around how things should be, how things should unfold, and really they're unfolding in the divine timing. Fate is playing out in the way that it's supposed to. We just have to be patient. We have to pull out of our disappointed expectations, thoughts, all of that. Well, thanks everybody. I hope that was helpful, and thank you all for showing up and asking questions. I'm going to do this again. I love doing it. It's so much fun. It was good to talk to everybody. Nice talking to you, Jules, and CJ and Unbeaten Pathway. So anybody, let's just pull one more angel. I know what card I want to pull. Here, I'll pull an angel card, a message for the group from an angel oracle. Ooh, look at this, everybody. Look, romance comes up. Near future. So yeah, a lot of people might be coming into their relationships this week, because that seems kind of like a strong thing happening in the cards today, guys. So in the near future came out again. Look at that, near future. So the best thing for this week is to expect a shift in the positive, maybe in an area that was disappointing, that has failed your expectations. Just expect this to move forward in a way you may not have completely thought it would, but let go, release, let go of your negative thoughts around it, allow the universe to unfold in the way that it wants to. All right? Thank you, everybody, for joining. All right. We thank and thank Spirit for being with us in this read, and I will be back again soon. All right, everybody. Bye. I think. Thank you, Jules. Thanks for. It was nice to talk to you again. So let's see. Bye, Janine. Bye, Julie. Bye.